Hello friends, it's Victoria from Victoria's Plans here. Long time no chat. I have been quite absent from the majority of social media outlets for the better part of the year. And well, I just wanted to jump back into it and start with just flipping through my last year's planner, because even though I was absent from social media, I was not absent from life or my planner. This girl is a chunk. You can see she is stretching all of her means. If I let her go, she can't stay closed. I've got a planner band coming from a sweet friend so that I can band her up and sit her on the shelf for my sweet memories. This is going to be a nice long chatty video, so grab your coffee, your tea, plan with me as I sit and chat through my planner for this year. You'll get to see all my memories from the year and how I planned. It's going to be a long video, but hopefully I'll make it quick, going through all 52 weeks of the year and all the memories that went along with it. So let's dive in. This was last year's. Now I always purchase this little marquee cover for each year. I do a different color for each year, but always get a marquee cover for the end of the year to just store it away so that I can easily pull and see what year it was for that planner. Open it up, start right up, and start with the name page. I decided last year that I was going to kind of spruce up the name page, and so that's what I did. I think these were like hand cam plan floral stickers, and they're beautiful. I love them. Sometimes I don't even put my name in my planner, so this was a change for this year. Kind of jumping right in. I don't normally use this page, but I do use this page, and I didn't really decorate it last year. This year I did decorate it ahead of time just so it'll be pretty for me. But here I just list out like dates that I need to remember for the year, like if I had my oil change, tire rotations, if something happened to the house. Like last year we had to replace the HVAC unit in the house. We also had to replace the water heater. I mean, just like big picture items, ordered furniture, things like that. I wanted to be able to come back and see exactly what dates, especially like for my dogs, when we found lumps on my dogs or when they got spayed last year, all here. So these are just big picture dates, so I don't have to flip through the planner to see it. They are in here, but just so I can easily go to one spot and see it. That's what I keep on those boxes. January spread. Most all of my monthly spreads are a hand cam plan, two-toned month sticker. These are Planner Kate. Almost every month has Planner Kate day headers, and then the colored numbers are from Planner Kate. And then the decorative stickers are almost always Erin Condren. The other stickers are a little bit of everything in my handwriting, of course. And that's hand cam plan. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of everything. I don't stick to one shop. I do love Hannah and the shop at Hand Cam Plan. I have a discount code with her. I don't get anything for it, but I get to share it with you guys, and you get to save 20%. So I'll make sure to put that in the description of the video, just so you have that if you want to use it. I will be sharing tons of Hand Cam Plan kits in this planner. Also be sharing Planner Kate and some other kits that I used. Going into January last year, we started off with a little snow. I mean, it was very little, but my little husky loved it, and that was just some pictures of that. Oh, starting off, this is Live Love Posh, I believe, in one of her retro books. I think these stickers came from first week of the year. I always add pictures in just so I can remember those moments. This was a Hand Cam Plan kit. I think this was an older kit that I had. I don't think this was a last year's release. Either way, there was a little bit of snow. This was when that snow came from the picture you saw of my dog earlier. Just so much happening. This one is actually Planner Kate. And I think these were like Christmas lights, but I loved them because they were blue and white for winter. And then every week you'll see a memory verse, and 90-ish% of the time, those are going to be from Amber Plans Her Day, from one of her Bible journaling notebooks. I'm sorry, not notebook, sticker book. Yeah. And then each month, so I always have stickers, but each month I have a pre-planned date in the calendar For some friends that I used to work with, we go out to lunch once a month to make sure we get together, have intentional time together, and I absolutely love that time. So this was maybe, I think this is a shop that's now closed down. I can't remember. But the little flags are maybe hand cam plan or planer Kate, and then these day scripts are hand cam plan, I'm pretty sure. This might have been a mix of several though, because this is planer Kate. I don't know. Anyway, Addie, my dog, she's always living her best life, I promise, no matter what she says. This is a memory planning spread where I added pages. I can actually take these pages out and snip them back in. This is where I always get my niece and nephews an adventure of some sort for Christmas rather than like gifts. I give them like one gift and then an adventure. Generally, they go together. This year, in 2024, I had gotten them tickets to the Illusion Museum, or Museum of Illusions rather, that is in a city close to us. And so it was so cool. It was smaller than we expected, but it was really cool. We spent a lot of time on this mirror, as you can tell. This was our favorite exhibit because this was actually on the floor, and the way you take the picture, it looks like you're hanging on a wall. That was our favorite. But we had fun with all the different other spots in the museum. This was a postcard from the museum. I thought it was really cool. February monthly spread. Again, a variety of stickers add in. I did a little memory planning at the beginning of February with stickers, or with pictures from February as highlights. This was when Erin Condren featured me on their Instagram, which was so cool, but they spelled my name wrong. So I wanted to make sure I documented it, but I had to document truth here. And then one of my friends had her baby, Ariella, and she's adorable. I can't believe she's almost 1. She'll be 1 next week. We captured her first smile, which was really cool. This is another hand cam plan week. And this was the week that we threw my best friend her 40th birthday party, which was so super fun. This is another hand cam plan week. I think it kind of went with this week, maybe. Yeah. So I had extra washi from this kit, and then of course extra boxes from that kit, and kind of cut it up. You can see I kind of cut some of the stickers up to fit. This was my best friend's birthday week. We did a little cookout for her, even though we had already done a birthday party for her. We did a little cookout for her at the house. Everybody joined us. This is a planer cake kit. This is also when Ariella was born. And we went to Florida. Me and my 2 best friends went to Florida, and that was a blast. There'll be more pictures, don't worry of that. You'll see a lot of pictures of Ariella throughout the year, just as she grows and we get to love on her. This was also marked the week that Erin Condren gave me my very first coupon code to share with users, with all of my followers. That was really cool. So I had to document that as well. And then we're going into all the memories. So this is just ephemera and memories from the party that we threw for my best friend. It was a surprise party. She's really hard to surprise. You can see we blindfolded her to get her there. Getting to the place that we decided to have the party was very difficult because she is very aware of her surroundings. She's a police officer. And so every road we went down, she was naming the road. So she was figuring out where we were going, and it was a disaster. I ended up getting lost trying to lose her in her direction. So anyway, that's a story time for a different day. But this is all ephemera and memories from that big day. She was super surprised. Like, I couldn't believe we pulled it off, kind of thing. She's a huge baseball, softball fan. So we made it all about baseball and the big game, had concessions. Chrissy Ann Designs actually helped us make some helmet bowls for ice cream. So if you go to baseball stadium field, almost all of them serve ice cream in the little baseball helmets. So we had some customized. Chrissy Ann Designs helped with that. We had some customized and served ice cream. Yeah, so much fun. Skipped a page. Almost all the people that came and celebrated with her continued. One of my other best friends, she actually made what we called baseball cards and sat them everywhere at the party. People were like collecting them. But if you know my best friend at all, she is an absolute hoot. She has 5 trillion different faces. She's a lover of all things. And these are just some of the funny cards that I picked up and kept. Kim actually made 40 different cards to commemorate her 40th birthday. She spent a lot of time on that. So we are flying right into the girls trip that we had the weekend after this, where we went to Florida and we swam with manatees, which was an awesome experience. These were actually taken with our phones, so we were so close, and they are so huge. Then we spent a day at Busch Gardens, just a chill day. We actually bought the all-day dining and quick queue, so we rode a ton of rides and kind of chilled, had dinner out in the safari. It was super nice. The reason that we went to Florida was for my best friend because she loves baseball, softball. UCLA is her team, as you can see with all the blue and yellow. She got to meet the coaches, some of the players, got some autographs. It was really fun. Ephemera from the weekend. We swam with manatees. I had to have that. And then one of the great donut places that we ate at. Every girls trip, we try to find a local donut place and try their donuts out. We're the donut connoisseurs. March spread, some memories from March. Didn't really decorate this, but did list out what the pictures were. Always busy. So this is Hand Cam Plan stickers, one of their kits, and then I added in a little leaflet kind of page. I snipped and cut down a page to add because my best friend's daughter, may as well be my niece, turned 12 last year, and we went horseback riding for her birthday. That was super fun. It was actually the first day. Yeah, so when we went horseback riding, where we went, it was actually their first ride since Hurricane Helene came through in September of 24 and kind of wrecked everything in the mountains. So this was actually their first day open since September 27th, and this was in February. We celebrated in Berlin a lot, visited baby Adiela. This is a Erin Condren sticker sheet. I make them my own. I think they're made for monthly kits, but I make them my own, stick them in a weekly spread, add some, I think these are Planner Kate day stickers, and then add as we go. If there is a sole picture of me by itself, it's because I got my hair done. I got my hair done that day. Ooh, sorry. That was when I lost my pinky toenail. That was, ooh. More Hand Cam Plan stickers. These were older Hand Cam Plan stickers that I had. I thought they fit for St. Patrick's Day. Another lunch with friends. My dogs love water, snow, anything that's cold. They love it. This is another Hand Cam Plan. I do think this was a last year's kit, maybe. I can't remember. Sometimes I'll buy them when she has a big sale and then save them for the next year because gotta save money. And I don't know if this was released last year or if this was one that I had kept. Yeah. This, I'm not sure who this came from. This was another shop that I don't shop at a lot, but I loved the hot air balloons. And this was one of my friend Kristen's birthdays. This was when we done a funny TikTok where my best friend was the mouth and the sound of the video while I was the hands, and we made brownies, and that was hilarious. I mean, absolutely hilarious. We put it on TikTok, and that's like 10 minutes of your life you'll never get back, but nonetheless. These are some April highlights. I did a little decorating. I'm proud of myself. These memories are all in the weeks. Don't worry. We will touch on them. This is the Hand Cam Plan kit. And this kit, she actually brought back this week in her new release because it was so popular. And I loved this kit. I used tons of it in journals and stuff too. Baby Adiela was 7 weeks old. Went to a Josiah Queen concert, which was a blast. And then this is a planner cake kit. And I just love the colors with the rain and sunshine. This is when we had to spend a ton of money and get a new HVAC unit because ours went kaput. Another lunch with friends. Elizabeth got her a new car. It was her first finance of her adulthood. And then Easter week. These stickers are from Amber Plans Her Day book, and I love them. I wish I had several sheets of these. I love when there's truth behind holidays and being able to put it in my planner. Apparently we got 3 new chickens. That was Shirley, Goodness, and Mercy. The dog, this was when we were housing them in the house, in my office actually. The dogs kept guard over them because if they got out, the dogs were gonna eat them. This was family pictures from Easter. This is one of my favorite kits from Hand Can Plan. I love hydrangeas, and this, oh, I just love this kit. I actually put just some regular washi up here with some of her stickers. I just love hydrangeas. So anyway, this was a really pretty kit from Hand Can Plan. Lots of memories this week. May, oh, it's kind of empty. Had a new water heater put in. I can't remember who this kit is from. I just really liked how bright and vibrant it was. Yeah. We live in a rainbow of chaos. I like that. This is another Hand Can Plan kit. And I think it was like one of her Mother's Day kits. It was so cute. And then these were like freebie stickers, I think, that came with it. So cute. This I had to document. It was the largest hail I had ever seen in my life. So I had to document it. It was everywhere. It looked like it had snowed, but it was large hail. Another kit that I'm not sure where this came from. Maybe some of these are maybe like Fern Creek stickers, maybe. And I think she might have went out of business. I can't remember. I really can't remember. I have a terrible memory. Elizabeth's graduation. We had housewarming parties, birthday parties, graduation parties. Everything was packed in here. This is another Hand Can Plan kit. This actually came from her Advent from 2024. So we had matching washi and decorative stickers and everything. I loved this, how pretty it is. Oh, I put a selfie in here. I didn't get my hair done, but I did heatless curls for the first time and it turned out really good. And so I had to document it. I'm not a selfie taker, but I did then. We had a spontaneous trip on my brother's birthday. Me and my best friend went down to Columbia to watch UCLA. They rarely come to the East Coast, so had to go watch that. Went to Atlanta, Georgia to celebrate Kristen's husband. Had our Memorial Day cookout. Always have a huge slip and slide for the kids. This was at the beginning of the slip and slide at the top of the yard. And then we have a huge hill that they just slide down for hours and hours and hours until they turn to prunes. Yeah. June, we're about to embark on our Greece vacation. These are just some memories. So much fun. Okay. I did have my hair done that day. One of my friends, Adiella's mom and dad, found a baby deer in their backyard, so I had to go hold it, even though I don't think that's a good idea. I had to. I just had to. And then we are going into Greece. So these stickers that you're going to see in this set of memory planning are from a mixture of Amber Plans Her Day, like a travel sticker book that she has. She had Greece stickers in it, which I thought was really cool. Had to have it when I saw that. So it's a mixture of those, and then these are Planner Kate travel stickers. So you'll see a mixture, and then I just threw some washi in there too. So I'm just going to kind of quickly flip through this trip. You can just see how I documented it. We flew into Athens, stayed a night, and then got on a cruise and went to Santorini. There's too many memories for me to sit here and talk about. I'll be talking forever if I do. Santorini was beautiful. Whitewashed walls, blue caps. It was really pretty. Journey down the mountain was hilarious. I fell within the first like few steps. And of course, Danielle was recording at the time, so got me falling. We went to Turkey or Ephesus. I tried to mark down like the biblical emphasis of the different places that we went, because this was a journey of Paul's second missionary journey, I believe it was. So this was kind of his journey. Through it, we were kind of following in his footsteps. So we went to Turkey, which we visited Ephesus, Kusadasi. We went to, this was an off day. We didn't have any biblical sites to see. So we went to Mykonos, and the water was freezing. I mean, freezing. Felt like we were getting in sub-zero water. Yeah. So we went to, oh, something else really funny. I promise I'm not going to share all the memories, but one really funny thing was we had no idea that every beach in Mykonos has a nudist part of the beach. And us three girls were walking down the beach, and they were looking for like shark's teeth and seashells or whatever, because there wasn't a ton there. And I looked up and we're like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. The people were just stark naked walking around. It was unreal, unreal. I'm not going to do that because I don't like sand in places that, no, not even going to go there. We also went on a raft ride, which was really cool, out there in Mykonos in the freezing cold waters. We visited Kavala, which was Philippi, and tried to note, this is where the stream where it was believed that Lydia was baptized. No, it didn't look like this when she was baptized, but they built up everything that is biblically significant. We tendered on lifeboats. So they had to park the cruise ship kind of in the middle of the water, and then we tendered in our lifeboats. So we knew the lifeboats worked. We tendered to the actual island or land of Kavala. Cool deal. Then we went to Thessaloniki. That was fun. And then we had a day at sea where us girls just hung out all day. We did everything from massages to shopping to silent disco to just playing cards, just everything. We also packed this day because the next day we were getting off and going back into Athens and doing some touring of Athens. We went to Mars Hill. We went to the Acropolis, saw the Parthenon. Really crazy memory here. We did some nightlife seeing of Athens. Then we went to Corinth. I tried to mark down a lot of biblical significance to these places, so that's why you see some of these printed versus my handwriting. And then we headed home. That flight home was the coldest flight I'd ever been on in my life. 11 hours where I felt like I was sitting in an ice box. You can see me wrapped up. I was so cold. And these are just random memories that I didn't get on these pages. There were cats everywhere, everywhere, everywhere in Greece. Everywhere. This is a really cute plainer cake kit. Maybe one of my favorites outside of sunflowers. I love all the bright colors. Let's see. So when we came home from this, our church, it was a church group that we went with to Greece. We came home and went straight into Vacation Bible School at church. So it was an exhausting week, but it was so much fun. Because the next week, my best friend Danielle, she had shoulder surgery. She had to have her labrum repaired. So yeah, very busy right afterwards. This is Hand Cam Plan. This also came from her Advent, her Advent from 2024. Our memories from July, lots of those. And these are cute Hand Cam Plan stickers. When I saw these, I knew I had to have them because they had chickens. This is Hand Cam Plan as well. This was my favorite strip. I actually had to buy a different sheet out of a different kit to get this strip because I loved it. Anyway, these are Hand Cam Plan stickers. I just love them. Oh my goodness. So much fun. This is an Erin Condren sticker kit. Again, made it my own. made it work for my week. This was the first time I met my team. I work from home. My team's office is in a city about an hour and a half away from me. But we all got together. And that was the first time I met my whole team. So that was cool. This is a planner cake video. Had some like Lily Pulitzer vibes and I really liked it. Lots of friends times this week. If you ever see Fellowship Night or Dinner with Fellowship Crew, it's this group of 8 people. We went to that Greece trip together. We're going to Israel again this year together. So much fun. This again was hand cam planned from an Advent from 2024. I kind of split them up because there was so much in that Advent. This was washi that matched that she included. There was just so much. We had some Christmas in July. August. Some August memories. My niece turned 16. Man. This is part of that kit that was in the memories from, I think it was July. They have chickens all over them. I love this kit. Oh, I love it. I wish you'd bring this one back. It was one of my favorites for sure. This is Planner Kate. I love these soft but fallish looking colors. Y'all, I can't believe my niece turned 16. I'm not sure where the time went, but we celebrated at Topgolf like a few weeks before her birthday. We also, me and my best friends went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, to a place that had, it's like the Bodies exhibit that I think is housed in Vegas now. I went to the Bodies exhibit and I loved it so much that when I saw this Bodies Human place, I knew I had to go. It was a much smaller scale, but it was still really, really cool. This is a planner cake kit. This was the You Are My Sunshine kit. And I love grays and yellows together or grays and blues together. Really gray in any color I like together, except for green. I'm not a fan of green. Did a little leaflet page again. This was for when we took a weekend to go to the beach and the weather was terrible. We went out on the beach and you can see it was so sunny and blue skies. And when we turned around, this was us in the very same spot, but this was what was behind us. Dark, dark, dark clouds. Visited a couple new food places down there. Tons of fun. This was a hand cam plain kit. And if you don't know, I have 10 chickens and a zillion bees at the house. This kit was just so cute. And I love that it looked really fallish. Had my hair done, so I got a selfie in there. So cute. Look how cute. Little bee house. Ugh. The hives in my backyard are suffering right now because it's snowing. It has snowed for... We've had more snow and ice in the past 2 weeks than I think I've ever seen here where I live. This is a hand cam plain kit. This was one of the plant lovers kits. This was when my niece turned 16. She got her driver's license, y'all. I don't know where time went. Her brother turned 13 2 days later. I put another leaflet in here for her 16th birthday because, oh my goodness. We also went horseback riding for her 16th birthday. We loved it for Emmy's birthday. So we went for Madison's birthday and we were so not thrilled. The ride was not great. We did do a river ride and it was just not great. We need to find somewhere else to go. But we had a whole day away for her birthday on Kim's birthday. It was on Kim's birthday, but it was to celebrate Kim and Madison. And we went to Daniel Boone Inn. We went riding. We went shopping. It was just a lot of fun. This is my other favorite planner cake kit, the sunflowers. So pretty, so pretty. This is another planner cake kit. I'm a sucker for fall kits, y'all. I have so many of them. Gosh, so many. Kaylin, my friend, her oldest turned 18 and they had a football game on his birthday. That was a wild night. We ended up getting locked in the stadium because of a fight that broke out and it was a mess. Okay, now we're going into our travel to Canada and Alaska. So my best friend took her nephew, Ethan, to Alaska for his senior trip. And me, our best friend Kim, my grandfather, and his wife all tagged along because we all wanted to go. So it was a big happy family. There were all 6 of us that went, and it was so much fun. I won't go through all the memories, but I will tell you 2 things. One, we almost didn't get on the boat, us 3. So we ended up sitting there playing Uno No Mercy because our little medallion things were all messed up. And so they had to fix that. We had to sit to the side for nearly an hour just to pass time for them to get it fixed. These are just pictures from our first day. A nice memory of my grandfather. First day we got on the boat, we played a version of like basketball horse. And we played coral instead. And he beat us all at 81 at the time. A day at sea. We went to Juneau, Alaska. We went and saw the Mendenhall Glacier. We saw a bear walked right out in front of us before we went back to the boat that night. We went sledding in Skagway. Sorry about that. We went sledding in Skagway. By sledding, I mean we went dog sledding. We went to a musher's camp, and these dogs are working dogs, and it was so cool to see and to experience. I highly recommend it. These are just flip throughs of pictures. My favorite dessert of the whole time, which was Klondike Doughboy. If you ever go to Skagway, you need to go to Klondike Doughboy. It was delicious. This was a day at sea, but it was all through Glacier Bay, so we saw several different glaciers. This was the day at Ketchikan, where Danielle and Ethan went salmon fishing, and he was the only one that caught a salmon, Ethan was. While Kim, my papa, and his wife, and myself, we went on this tour, and we were not amused at all. Didn't like it. Had another day at sea where they cooked Ethan's catch, the silver salmon. This was the day I saw orca whales and off our balcony, and it was so much fun. A few days earlier, my grandfather and I actually saw a humpback whale breach, and I screamed. I think the whole boat heard. Everybody came flocking over there. They thought something was wrong. This was a day we spent in Vancouver, and then just some memories where I wanted to make sure I remembered. You saw orca whales and you saw humpback whale breach. These are hand-cam plan stickers, actually. And I don't know why I decorated this page. I wrote nothing on it, but nonetheless, these are also hand-cam plan stickers from when we came back from the trip. Into October. This is a planner cake kit. I love the mixture of like true fall colors and then bright fall colors. I love the mixture. This is another planner cake kit. I always mix her journaling kits with her weekly stickers, like the weekly box stickers. And then these are hand-cam plan stickers. I love this kit. Love, love, love this kit. I like the different fall colors of this kit. This is memories from myself, my best friend, and a friend of ours, Ashley. We went to Oklahoma and had tons of fun just venturing out through the city. And then we went to a concert and saw Charity Gale, Josh Baldwin, Benjamin William Hastings, Phil Wickham. Oh, here they are. This was pictures of them on the stage. And then spent time at the Gathering Place. That was a really cool place. If you ever go to Tulsa, I highly recommend it. This is another hand-cam plan kit. I think this was an older kit, though. I don't think this was released last year. November. I didn't write or decorate at all. Okay. More hand-cam plan stickers. I do think these were released last year though. So cute. I'm not sure who these are from. These are not Planner Kate, and these are not Hand Can Plan. Maybe Fern Creek. I can't remember. Anyway, enjoy the beautiful blues of fall. November, these are Planner Kate. Oh, this is when the production of the penny ended. Working in banking, that means a lot to me. This is another Planner Kate kit, and it looks Christmassy, but I was vibing off of all of the green and the fact that we went to Wicked and saw the opening night of Wicked. And then the next day myself and friends spent the day at the Southern Christmas Show. We always have fun taking tons of photos in their like beginning foyer area. My birthday week is here, and these are Hand Can Plan stickers. I think these were freebies at one time. I'm pretty sure. I don't think this was a kit. And we had family photos this week. On Thanksgiving Day, to be exact, because my family cannot get it together. And then December, another time I didn't write or decorate. These are Planner Kate kits. I think this was an old, maybe vault kit that came back. Super cute. Loved. We made, so we did a girls' day. This was mine and Danielle's Christmas gift to Kim, where we did a day trip to Knoxville, and we did a mosaic lamp class where we all made our own mosaic lamps, and they turned out wonderfully. And then we also made treats. Myself and Danielle and her niece made snowmen. We made Ritz crackers dipped in white chocolate snowmen, and then Oreo ball snowmen. They were so cute. This is a Hand Can Plan kit. I love the colors of this kit. And then I added a little leaflet because my nephew went to his first homecoming dance with his little date, Journey, and they were adorable together. This is my niece's third homecoming dance. She is crazy, but she looked cute with her date. And then I can't remember the name of this shop. Maybe Knighting? I don't want to say it because I'm going to get it wrong. I'll have to put it in the comments or in the description. But I love the Grinch. If you know me, you know I love the Grinch. I had some like Grinch stickers that I added to make it my own. But super fun. I love these colors. And this was just a really good week overall. Why does that look blurry? Oh, my eyes are blurry. Okay, last week of the year, and these are Plan Sarah Plant. If you're in it looking for true Christmas stickers, true meaning of Christmas stickers, Plan Sarah Plan brought it this year, and I was a very big fan. She actually printed out verse stickers that went along with the true meaning of Christmas. So that was super fun. I loved them. I had to cut them down a little bit because I don't plan in a vertical, and everybody only makes stickers for vertical. But nonetheless, I made them work, and I thought it looked really good. And then tons of ephemera and stuff from the year in these pockets. But that is my year 2025 in my memory planner. She's a chunker. I hope you enjoyed watching the flip through of the planner and just seeing the different sticker kits and my memories throughout the year. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I love looking back at my memory planner and all the memories that I make throughout the year. Planning is great, but actually living it is better. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time.